error handling in Python using try, except, and finally blocks. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to catch and handle errors in Python to prevent your programs from crashing. Let's get started. What is error handling? When writing code, errors and exceptions can happen. An error is an issue in the program that causes it to stop or crash, while an exception is a special type of error that can be handled within the program. Common exceptions in Python include ZeroDivisionError, FileNotFoundError, ValueError, and more. In Python, we handle these errors using try, except, and finally blocks. These constructs allow us to try a block of code, catch any exceptions that occur, and execute specific actions to handle them. How try and except work? Let's start with the basic syntax of try and except. The try block contains the code that might raise an exception. If an error occurs, the flow of execution is immediately transferred to the except block, where you can define how to handle the error. Here's a simple example to demonstrate error handling in action. In this example, Python tries to execute the division operation 10 divided by 0. Since dividing by 0 is not allowed, Python raises a zero division error. The except block catches this error and prints a custom error message instead of stopping the program. Handling different types of errors. Python allows you to handle different types of exceptions separately. You can specify multiple except blocks to handle various exceptions. Let's look at an example that handles both zero division error and value error. In this code, we prompt the user to enter a number. If the user enters something that isn't a number, a value error is raised. If the user enters 0, a zero division error occurs. By having multiple except blocks, we can handle both scenarios gracefully. The finally block. Now let's talk about the finally block. The finally block is optional but useful. It contains code that will always execute, regardless of whether an exception occurred or not. It is typically used for cleanup actions like closing a file or releasing resources. Here's an example that uses finally. In this example, we attempt to open and read a file named sample.txt. If the file doesn't exist, a FileNotFoundError is raised, and the message "the file was not found" is printed. Regardless of whether the file is found or not, the finally block executes and prints execution completed, cleaning up resources. This ensures that any necessary cleanup, like closing the file, is always done. Combining try, except, and finally. You can combine try, except, and finally to create robust error handling structures that handle exceptions and ensure necessary cleanup or other final actions. Here's an example where we handle an exception and also use the finally block. In this code, the try block attempts to take user input and perform a division. If a zero division error or value error occurs, the appropriate except block handles it. No matter what happens, the finally block will always execute, providing a clear conclusion to the error handling process. Python's try, except, and finally blocks provide powerful tools for handling errors and exceptions in your code. The try block lets you test a block of code for errors, except allows you to handle those errors, and finally lets you execute code that should run no matter what. I hope this video helped you understand the basics of error handling in Python. Remember to practice with these examples and try handling different types of errors in your own projects. If you found this video helpful, please like it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Python tutorials. Also, hit the notification bell to stay updated with new content. Thanks for watching, and happy coding!